Yo, I like rapping. I'm really good and I like the sound of my own voice, so I keep on rapping. So you got no choice but to hear my voice when I make some noise. You and your boys come around here and we go like this, and we're getting down and we're dancing around in the sun. Is it good for a video?
What, the location?
No, my fucking dancing and singing. My name's Victor, also known as your favourite. These are the Asylum Seekers. Together, we have been making music on the small island of Guernsey for over a decade. I took my close friend Stig to my home away from home for an introduction into Guernsey hip-hop. So we are right now standing in Spurs, at the back of Spurs Lodge in Guernsey. How gorgeous. The reason we're here is because about 15 years ago I met a group of people that were, they felt like family from the minute I met them, and for the last 15 years I've tried to spend as much time as I can in this place and around those people. So now, subsequently because of that, after the last 15 years we've spent our time playing basketball around the world and then making music and performing. Yeah, it's a special place. It's a special place. I wouldn't want to live here, but it's a beautiful place.
I'm John and I work in a bank.
Introduce yourself.
Yo, what's up? I'm Apex, aka John Schmuff, aka your favourite DJ's favourite rapper. Yeah, and the Channel Island champion. Boom, check that out. Oh, we smashed Guernsey years and years on. That's just fun. Done. Played out in Amsterdam. That was nice. That was a good gig. It was a bit hazy. And then we did Czech Republic, which was like a competition for hip hop camp, like open to UK artists to fill in like 2 spots. And we won one, and Rude Adams won the other one. So both got a set there to play. We won the hangers at Kemp, which was, yeah, it was amazing.
It was just cool being sort of around about like all the people that you like listen to. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like to stand on the stage and watch Talib Kweli, like watch his whole set on the stage. So it's like that's the perks of doing that sort of stuff, man.
Won a battle in Essex. Got beaten in.
Yo, listen
up, pets. You know when I rhyme, I spit blisters, and it's not that funny, but your DJ stopping your sister. Yeah, you know that shit. On the mic, I'm gonna damage this, and you couldn't out-rap me with a box full of bandages. And you get a fucking email. I get my box of bandages, of foreign languages. I leave you fucked up and bored like UK garages, yo. I've been studying shit. You can't handle this. I'm blow this whole place. You can't prepare to me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, fighting against some cream of the crop shit.
Let's start with 4, 3, 2, 1. Pass the mic on, fly around. See you next one.
Yo, this guy, personally, this guy's my friend. You need to go back to Guernsey. Get back on that plane. I hope he fucking crashes too, you fucking lame. Sticks in my car.
Had to pull out the Fritzl for that one.
Yeah, and you're just a pixel. The baby in the fire, I'm Joseph Fritzl. That's how we do it. I drop this hot shit, I'm nasty. I'm going to ruin up this party, I'm from Guernsey. And you'll learn to see. You can't test me, I'm burning like them herbs, see? Yeah, you get burned up, I'm burning hot. Yeah, my words are big and your words are not.
Yo, name's DJ Mini Roll, Asylum Seekers Guernsey. We started out, we just wanted to put on nights in the local area just to have something to do, basically. So me, T1 Gold and Kevroll decided to go out, a little DJ thing, and like, yeah, we're just looking for names of the nights, and like we thought, let's just call ourselves the Asylum Seekers, spelled with an AS because we're hip hop. And then yeah, Jim came along and like, yeah, decided to do a little bit of rapping on the night, and so did my brother. And yeah, that's basically how the Asylum Seeker thing started. Yeah, myself, Jim and the Mule started to carry on, then old Victor came along. And yeah, that was how the original Asylum Seekers were born, per se. And then a few years down the line, Apex came along with the producing talents of KP. And yeah, that's pretty much us now.
Represent
yeah, Chopper.
Pure Chopper.
And like, yeah, now we've got, say, Hux on the beats as well. Like, big old crew.
Yeah, I kind of started doing stuff because of Asylum Seekers, really. They started, you know, a couple of years before I did. Yeah, Jimmy Riddles and Mini Roll, big issue with doing Asylum Seekers, and so I just started writing, and then yeah, eventually just hooked up with them and been smashing out shows ever since.
So the Asylum Seekers, that started for me when Jim moved to mine in Colchester, moved from Guernsey to Colchester to play basketball, and then he was already writing rhymes by then, and he showed me kind of how to write rhymes. And we'd record our tracks over just vinyl instrumentals, like old UK tracks, Task Force instrumentals. We'd do that and just practicing. We'd do stuff like record like samples off of movies by holding the mic to the TV before the track, and then go straight in, everything one take, nothing backed. It was awesome.
And this is thrilling, because like we said from the beginning, no matter how we start, we always end up winning. What if you was a millionaire and you lost all your lifelines?
I'd snatch a check, grab his neck and show my knowledge of knife crime.
What if you was racing Schumacher and you were at the back of the pack?
Then I was pulling Axel Foley and leave his motor on a rack.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
Should be more natural, brother. Should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
Alright, what if you turned up to battle and they were playing garage music?
Jim, don't be stupid. You know the G word makes me lose it.
Situations where I remember, because we used to play ball or whatever, and Jim and that were sort of getting into hip hop, I distinctly remember driving down to Cockdenor pub for some reason. There was some under 18s thing going on there, and he gave me a cassette tape of him rapping, basically. And I think at the time he must have been about 16 or 17, I think. He was basically trying to sound like DMX. Right. And I was just like, okay, well, you might want to just calm down on that sort of thing and just like work out your own voice.
Sweep the court. Internet was like something never seen before. It was more a thing for glimpses and cheeky porn. It was free to walk straight into the greasy store, have a game of Tetris, stay and never leave it all. Yeah, the olden days, getting in the closer shapes. Necking loads of Brody, going to the Posey raves. Taste the culture, made music, learn to motivate. Hip hop hit my soul. Props to those that know the way. Shot the shoe shots, got the raw stuff, taught myself to write. Never really talk much. Switch my thoughts off, let the vinyl play. Beats, rhymes, and life. The night is worth it. Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I'll sit and wish I was a kid. Back in the day when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore. But some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
Well, what can I say about Jimmy Riddles? Oh, well, I met Jim at basketball camp, and then met him when I came over here, and then he moved in with me in Colchester, and we started rapping. We had a lot of fun. And Jim's one of the he's my favourite UK rapper, has been ever since I first heard him write. He's the only MC I know to have written, personally, have written 3 separate alphabets, all in correspondence with rapping. I can't make head nor tail of any of them. I've never known anybody to be more anal about their rhyming in all my life, but he's amazing. He can hit flows like no one else and gets on it good. That's our Jimbo.
From the streets, from a sea, here inside a piece of the beef for the piece of the pie. This ever in the sky, living in the vibe, mic to the bend of the right one's life. It's right with the pain, with the mic for the cipher, best from the cipher, the best outsider. Let's get violent like Al-Qaeda.
He doesn't look like he used to. He now looks like the gingerbread man. Tonight we are opening for Jest, Michael Parkinson. Oh, I can never remember who's that guy who's with Michael Parkinson, but he's a really cool name. And Jazz T, DJ Jazz T, who's badass. Me, Jim, Apex, Jimmy Riddle's Apex, DJ Woody, 9mm on the beatbox, and yeah, we've got a little live set going on. It's going to be a banging show, as always. Guernsey knows how to hold it down and represent. You see a good mixture of people there, young faces, older faces, but everybody getting down and having a very nice time.
Well, we're a small island, like in the middle of the channel, so like, yeah, to get people over to us for starters, it's a mission, because they got to fly over, obviously, from the UK, got to get them accommodation of them, got to stay over here for the weekend, get them back, etc, etc. There's always extra costs involved, so it's never just as easy as paying someone 500 quid to do a gig. It always costs a lot more than that. But yeah, in the past, like, yeah, Andre the Cartrees managed to get people like Jest, Foreign Beggars, Aspects, Doc Brown, Herbalizer. Oh, the list is endless.
You compare it to Jersey, which is the bigger island just next door, and they get more regular artists, they got more nightclubs, but they get commercial DJs, your Radio 1 acts, your shit like that. We get real hip hop. We get the best of what UK's had to offer. Yeah, steadily for the last, I don't know, 15 years maybe. It's always been strong. Got a steady influx of live acts that love coming here, because they get great reception and they like the island because it's a nice place to live. Sunniest point in Britain, if you didn't know that. Yeah.
How's the weather? Shit.
There you go. And started for me with Jest and Tommy Evans in, I don't know what year it was, but that was like a, yeah, it was one of those. It was just like a wow, that's amazing. Like, yeah. CY, Jest, Tommy Evans, Michael Parkinson, Lewis Parker, Doc Brown, Young Gun, Mr. Thing, oh, you can't forget Mr. Thing's legend, yeah. Syntax, Hummerak, Gritty, Aspects, I can't forget Aspects, Jazz T, Diversion Tactics. That's a great list though, yeah. And it's inspired a lot of local artists and DJs, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, we please make some noise for the 9mm and the DJ for you.
It's a collective force, and that's part of the way it works really, because you all need to kick up the arse sometimes, and someone needs to push, and you know, sometimes it's me, sometimes it's Jim, sometimes we need a bit of help from your favourite, and you know, just a reminder, KP as well, you can't forget KP. In fact, when he's working, he's a fucking machine, absolute machine.
I use my magic TV to earn a foolish game.
I'd like to say I put a lot to work in, but I think we all do. It just happens different. It's hard, you know, you've got to find your time to write, and then, you know, finding beats or making beats. So, and everyone's got lives to lead, so it's, you know, everyone's got to kick in, and it works because we love it, and you know, that's it. We've always written rhymes for me as much as for anyone else. Like, it's nice they get heard, and you know, I can record them and we can perform them, but it's always been about getting stuff down that I want to put out, and you know, always try and say stuff that I want to say, and so it's good release, and yeah, it's nice. So.
If you ain't got the wax, just grease it. Keep this, break your whole world into pieces. Eat shit and die now. If you didn't know, right now you're about to find out. Cubs in the lane like dogs in the road. Hit spots in the rain, rock blocks in the snow. Stopped up to go like you're ready for war. You not seen the blow, put your head in the floor. Like teenage pussy, we're getting it raw. All day smash sets like never before.
Bye, darling.
Bye.
beautiful sunny morning. The morning after the night before, we just had another fantastic gig in Guernsey with Jest, Michael Parkinson, Jaeger, Jazz T, Double XL, Woody DJing, tearing it up. It was a heavy night. Big performance, great crowd, real nice little dedication to Cez, dropping off some balloons. It was real nice, real pretty. A perfect example of Guernsey life and Guernsey hip hop, more importantly. A fantastic night and a fantastic representation of what you can get here, and the rarity of something like this. We were back at the after party last night. It was with DJ One of a Kind, Andre, and Jazz T, and just kind of standing, watching some of the local guys sitting, you know, chatting, drinking, laughing with what would be considered bigger acts in the UK scene, especially guys like Jest and Michael Parkinson. You know, Jaeger's just up and coming, but sitting, chilling, laughing, talking about music, talking about shows. It's not something that happens all of the time. It's not something that just pops up at all gigs, all venues, all shows. It's something that happens in the right place, in the right environment, when everybody's on the right vibe, and that's how it is here. But the general consensus is that it's ain't no party like a GY party.